Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Expeditions Viking. Alright, let's continue to explore Rebay, and there were some things that we could loot over here, so let's get to it. Where are you guys going? Where are you going? Piss off, Martel. I already told you I didn't take nothing. My boys saw it. You cursed half-dancins think something or other. Leave it alone, you senile old shit. Bah, this isn't over. And now we can talk to him. But first, we need to do some yoinking. I'll take the wood. I'll take the herbs. I'll take the honey cloth and tar. I hate that you cannot click things through the roof. Poison cloth. 2 hides. Wow! I can reach that from all the way over there? That's impressive. Alright, well, Fleary Hjorlifson. Hello! Let's go talk to you. The man before you has the robust and hale appearing of a farmer. Bearing of a farmer. His crow's feet and graying hair attest that his prime years lay behind him. A fat pig snuffles about in the yard. He leans on the fence and watches your approach. What do you want? Were you fighting over that pig? He sniffs and wipes his nose on his sleeve. Old Martel's making trouble, accusing us of thievery. A frown knits together on his brow as he looks you over. Who are you to meddle anyway? I'm Elmandretta, daughter of Auld, thegn of Scairn. I'm strong, I'm armed, and I have a herd of Vikings with me. Someone who will bring this to the Jarl's attention if you don't stop. This is a waste of my time. I'm Elmandretta, daughter of Auld, thegn of Scairn. His eyebrows threaten to retreat with his receding hairline. That's a mouthful. He considers for a moment. Maybe you are one to talk them down. I'll clear this mess up. You'll see we're in the right here. About the pig. He glances over his shoulder at the animal. It grunts busily as it roots around the yard for something edible. You notice notches on the pig's ears. What about it? Let's examine the pig. The hog squeals and scampers back as you approach, watching you distrustfully with beady eyes. There are 2 notches on its left ear, and 3 on the right. The outermost cut of the right ear looks ragged and uneven. The pig clearly struggled when it was made. What is Martel's claim? Fleary sucks on his lower lip. Says we stole the hog. Cut an extra notch to make it look like from our 7th litter. Same thing. Alright, I've heard enough. Is there anyone else I should talk to? Fleary glances at the 2 others in the yard. My cousin Halfdowner and his girl Ranveig were here. Anyone else? He thinks for a moment. Builder Stephenson lives in town. Got blood in both families. Alright. Go ahead and talk to people who don't have portraits, clearly. Alright, Halfdowner. Yarnerson. You approach a man whose hard work and plenty have left their marks. There is a stout strength about him, but it carries a prodigious gut. He smiles jovially and runs a hand through his graying hair before offering it to you. Halfdowner. Elmandretta. His grip is firm and his hands calloused. Auld's daughter from Scairn. He sees your questioning look and continues. I did business with your father. More than a few of your houses are built with my lumber. Does the pig belong to Fleary? Halfdowner frowns and crosses his arm. That is what this is about? His eyes fall on the hog. He looks tired. We have plenty. Why would we throw away our honor to steal from the Martelsons? What do you do around here? Halfdowner's chest swells with pride, and a hint of smugness creeps into his face. My family has worked the forest outside Rebay for many years. We helped build this town. Tell me about the Martelsons. His face darkens, a sneer tugging his upper lip. Family too weak to stand on its own, so they blame their problems on their betters. The patriarch leans against the wall. He closes his eyes, and his hands twitch, as if he is drawing forth memories like water from a well. Martel's oldest boy fought fought when Ragnhild was declared Jarl. He was killed in the night. Cowardly affair. He meets your gaze squarely and eyes hard. They accuse my brother Delingir of the deed. Falsely, as they do. Alright, that's all I needed to know. That's rare for it to pop up some text there. Alright. Ranveig. Before you is a young woman with pale blonde-brown hair tucked demurely under a woven cap. She sets down the bundle of rushes she was spreading in the muddy yard. She doesn't quite meet your eyes when she turns to face you. Yes? My name is Elmandretta. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this pig business. You wouldn't happen to be an assistant pig keeper, would you? She seems to relax somewhat, though still refuses to look you in the eye. I don't know what they want to fight over. I don't know why they want to fight over something so silly. She glances at Fleary, then at Halfdan. Her nostrils flare and her lips quiver for a moment before she returns her attention to you. Did Fleary steal the pig? She looks at the hog as it snuffles around and shakes her head. He wouldn't do that. She glances searching at your face. A pig isn't worth fighting for. The Martlesons should let it go. What do you do around here? Ranveig shrugs, the formless dress momentarily betraying her womanly shapes. I tend the stead, help my mother and aunt with the chores. Well, tell me about the Martlesons. Her face flushes and she cups her reddening cheeks. Some of them aren't so bad. If they would just talk instead of holding on to the past. What do you mean about the Martlesons? Young woman glances at Halfdanner and lowers her voice, blushing furiously. Powney is smart. His voice is like honey and his mind is quick. If only his father and brother would listen to him. Thank you, Ranveig. I'll let you get back to your work. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out these containers. Tar and cloth. Herbs, powder, and grease. Did I start my timer? I did not. Oops. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and grab some hides from them. You know, they don't mind. It's fine. Thank you. Ooh, 6 hides. Cloth, vial, and medicine. It's a bear hide. There is something up here. It is the north wind that lashes men into Vikings. Really? You say so. It is empty. Tar and cloth. Tar, cloth, and wood. I do like wood. Now, I know you guys have probably been making jokes about that, but it's about time to stop it, alright? Powder and wood. Don't mind me just reaching over your fence like that. Empty. It's rude. Not giving me stuff. Armor padding. Armor smithing schematic. Padding the joints and seams of the armor protects the wearer from poison. Ooh. Well, that sounds pretty good. Some cloth. And empty. Oh, let's see. What do you have here? Don't mind me just popping into your yard to borrow whatever's in that barrel or basket. Rope and a pole. How do 2 poles fit in a basket like that? Another bear hide. Can't go into that building. Unfortunate. 2 hides and 3 corks. Holy cow! How do I do that? That is amazing. Elmandretta has superpowers. I'll circle back around there later. Alright, we're at the market here. I'll visit the market a little bit later because there's going to be so much to actually... so many people to talk to. Some decent stuff there. Bladder and honey. Extracts and grease. A few things over here. I think we'll head to the Jarls and see what's going on around town. One hide from a wolf hide. Honey, cloth, and hides. Got 94 hides. It's pretty good. Alright, we've explored most of town except for the docks, this part. Rebay Huskarl's Longhouse. That's the Martelsons' home. Temple. Dilapidated homestead. Jarl Ragnhilder's Longhouse. Smith. Ingemar's home. And Halfdanson's home. Alright. Let's head on over. Nuki Frostason. The guard on the right is lanky, blonde, and doesn't seem to really have eyebrows. Sigmundur Palnason. Fucking freezing out here. The one on the left is a large man, round-faced with doleful eyes, standing in the cold while they talk around the fire. It's no job for a fighting man. Boredom. Teeth chattering. They cease their belly aching and look at you. Do Jarl Ragnhilder's Huskarls really usually complain this much? Maybe if you was stood here in the cold all day. Watching people come and go, no glory or even just a good fight to be had. Might be you'd complain too. Children complain, the best among us act. Look around the yard. Who are you? Who are you? The first guard nods at his companion. He's Nuki. Nuki glances to his compatriot. He's Sigmundur. Let's look around the yard. A table laden with warm food, steaming still in the cold air. Against the wall of the longhouse, a row of casks stand tapped and ready. Why is there a feast prepared, but no one at the tables? The Jarl is seen visiting Godi and his followers, all the way from Lavendrup, I think. He's a pale fellow. No wonder when him and his didn't want to eat or drink. Alright, shame. All this food and drink with no one to enjoy it. Alright, shame. It really shouldn't go to waste like this, and simply taking from it would be wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Alright, well, I'm gonna head on inside. Yeah, making yourselves at home there. There's Ragnhilder. That would be stealing. That would be stealing. That would be stealing. That would be stealing. But apparently these two are not. Don't mind me. Of course, those are empty. You know, let's see. I am curious what might be inside here. Finesse hard. My reputation has decreased by 1, and I guess I didn't get anything. Well, there's nothing else negative that happens. I mean, I definitely don't want... I was hoping that we'd be able to see what was in them, but apparently not. I mean, I imagine that this stuff would be pretty good. Alright, let's go, talk to Ragnhildur. She's the only one that we can actually talk to. Ragnhildur the White stands when you approach her seat and clasps your wrist with a firm grip. Willkommen to Ribe, Elmindrada. To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit? I seek your permission to recruit a crew for my ship. I've come to trade at your market. I was ambushed near the blacksmith. I seek your permission to recruit a crew for my ship. We'll start with this one. We'll bring up this, you know, niggling little detail, later. For an expedition, I won't stand in your way, but the warning I gave to your father extends to you as well. Stay in known territory if you value your life. Thane's school encroaches upon my territory. I am forced to seek aid elsewhere. A troubling accusation. Are you able to prove it? I'm working on it. Meanwhile, I'm simply here to assemble a crew. Put word out at my barracks that you're seeking a crew. Mercenaries are often found there, sparring with my herdmen. Alright, I've come to trade at your market as well. Very good. As always, we shall be glad to have your business. I was ambushed near the blacksmith, by the way. What? In my town? Do you know who they were? All I have to go on is this medallion. She turns the medallion between her fingers. How odd. Quite a mystery you have here. I've never seen such patterns before. I would advise you to consult the Gitya at our temple here in town. If these markings are religious in nature, she will know what they are. Alright, we'll talk later. If you need my counsel, my door is always open to my neighboring thanes. Okay, so I guess I don't get a note about the giant quest in the marsh. Maybe I have to go to the mercenary place first. Actually, I kind of would have expected her to be a bit more... this should not happen in my town. I will immediately have some people investigate it kind of thing. I don't know, something like that. A little bit disappointed by that. Alright, well, I guess we'll be heading to the market now. Let's see what's going on here. See, we've got Ida the Loud, we've got Ingmar Broadsoul. You there, you look familiar. I would speak with you a moment. Okay. The man before you has the bearing of a warrior, though age and comfort seem to have softened his edges. His hair and beard are graying. The fine clothes he has squeezed into suit him poorly. Yes, you must be the daughter of Auld. It's the nose that gives it away. Really? Doesn't seem that noticeable to me, but okay. That's an amusing remark coming from you. The crows around here should be grateful to your face for such a fine place to perch. For a moment, the man's smile turns rigid, but then he composes himself. His eyes never leave you. Were you a friend of my father? I feel that my nose lends a certain distinction to my face. I'll not shake your hand before I know your name. Were you a friend of my father? I am Ingemar Gerrigsson. I knew Auld. He was a fierce warrior, friend, and he could hold his mead. I'm still here, but he fights and drinks with the Einherjar now. Oh, so Lenneth can summon him, huh? A smile tugs at his bearded face. Do me the honor of raising a horn of mead to his memory. My home is south of the marketplace. Tonight we drink and feast as new friends. I insist. A friend of my father is a friend of mine. We'll gladly visit and drink to his memory. One last drink. I remember this quest. I won't say anything more about it. For those who did not watch my preview.
The marshes of Ribe have claimed another. Last bathing day, Thorvaldur Thorleifsson went to the marsh to fish and never returned. Jarl Ragnahildur is offering a reward to any who dares to investigate the disappearances in the marsh.
Oh? Ribe's town crier is an energetic young woman with fiery red hair. Her sharp features are dotted with freckles, and her smile spells mischief. Her trained voice carries easily across the din of the market. Skald looks at you expectantly as you approach her.
Guten Tag, Honorable Thane.
Oh, what news lately?
She winks cheekily. Only what I've been shouting for hours. Frankish massacre in Saxony. Merchant looking to hire warriors. Scairn raided by Northmen. Did I miss anything?
Scairn was raided, you say? Huh! I wish I'd known about that. Tell me about that massacre.
It's grim news. The Christians appear dead set on converting all pagans to the worship of their own god, or else killing them. Thousands who resist the missionaries are dying on the tips of Frankish spears.
Yeah, maybe we should do something.
King Sigurdur has sworn that he will stop the Christian expansion and has promised aid to all Saxon refugees. Rumors abound that the king may assemble the Leidanger army and sail south to discourage any Frankish incursions into Jutland.
Someone's looking to hire warriors, you say? She gestures towards the opposite side of the market.
Aye, Jarl Skegason stands over there for the third day in a row, asking any and all armed passers-by for their assistance. If you're open to such work, I'm sure he would love to tell you all about it.
Scairn was raided, you say?
So say reports from travelers along the road north. Northmen struck at night, but they say the beacons weren't lit. The people of Scairn fought back, defeated the raiders, and captured their leader. The surviving Northmen escaped on their ship.
I was there. What you've heard is accurate. I was there. It was much worse than what you describe. I was there. Those raiders weren't so tough. Yeah, we'll go with, we'll say that was accurate, because it is.
Good thing you escaped with your life, then. If you're going back to Scairn, send my regards to the villagers.
Where might one find a crew for a warship? She points off to the northwest towards the harbor.
Over yonder is a longhouse used by Jarl Ragnahildur's herd. Sellswords looking for hire often train there with her warriors.
And what was this about people going missing in the marsh? Marshing in the miss? She claps a hand on her mouth, eyes wide.
Oh, yes, I'm glad you were listening. Travelers in the marsh have been disappearing. Rumors of giants and lantern men are beginning to spread. Jarl Ragnahildur has offered a reward to anyone brave enough to investigate.
Alright, otherwise I'm just taking in the sights. The Skald spreads her arms and spins once around herself. Her cheer is almost too intense.
Ribe is the beating heart of the west coast. Remember to enjoy yourselves while you're here.
I like her already. Let's see, that would be stealing, that would be stealing. Well, this apparently would not be. Honey, medicine, and string. That would be stealing, that would be stealing. That is not. Neither is this. That is... Helgi Egilson. That's not stealing. It's empty, but... I mean, if they're gonna let me take it all. Poison bladder and tar. A little bit of a round trip. Alright, so we got that, I think that we got a mission for that now, about the disappearances in the swamp. Ooh, assassins. That has no logo. Hell hath no fury. Last drink. No, I guess we did not actually get a quest. Maybe we should, let's go back to the Jarl and talk to her about that first.
So I would like to get the quest. I really like the music in here, too. Alright, let's see. Can we talk to you about these disappearances? I heard rumors about disappearances in the marsh. I wish for people to travel safely to and from our city. If this isn't dealt with soon, Libe's reputation will suffer. A bounty of silver belongs to anyone with the courage to seek out and solve this problem. I'm not afraid. Allow me to deal with this task. Of course. We'll talk later. Thank you. I appreciate that. There we go. Apparently bringing up that menu didn't pause the game. Oh well. Take a look when I get out. Alright, monsters in the marsh, yes. But let's go ahead and do this quest first, since we're here. Although, before I do that, I think that I want to actually head to the shore and see what we can do about checking the last remaining things. There's a couple things that we can definitely do here. I would like to do them, like talk to that person. I think there might be some other things that we can look at as well. Like actually search these, which we never did. And get 6 valuables. Excellent. Okay, because I think there's going to be a fight out here, so... Hello! A gruff-looking man with expensive equipment stands at the docks in front of a mighty warship, idly watching the passers-by. Ho there! Need to hire a ship? I bet you've traveled far, hmm? He smiles, satisfied. For sure. My crew and I have been as far up the northern coasts as we have been down the southern shores. You won't find a more experienced crew anywhere. Ever seen patterns like on this medallion? He holds up the medallion and turns it in the light. I have. In fact, I was recently paid with something very much like this. The captain retrieves a sort of diadem from a sack at his feet. He hands it to you, hanging onto the medallion as collateral. The diadem bears striking resemblance to the medallion you found on the assassins. Same materials, same patterns. There is no doubt. Who paid you with this, and what for? His eyes narrow. Well, now, I'm not altogether sure I want to say. Would 10 ortug of silver loosen your tongue? Gunnar, maybe you could convince this man to talk. Ha! My pleasure! Your reputation with Ribe has decreased by -1. Ah, dang it. The captain backs away from the berserker, nearly falling over the side of the docks. Wait, no! I'll tell you for fuck's sake. Gunnar strikes up a hearty laugh. Hearty laughter. Oops. I was paid by a woman called Rodgerda to transport a group of slightly shifty-looking people to Ribe. There were 5 of them, 3 men and 2 women. I gathered that one of the women was a sister of one of the men. When we took the job, she paid us with this diadem. I didn't ask any questions. He crosses his arms. Now, it's been a pleasure doing business with you, but if you're not looking to hire my crew, I have other things to attend to. Kettle harumphs conspicuously. Rodgerda, Skull's assassin. Those rumors were blatantly exaggerated. Yet here we are, having survived an ambush by killers she hired. Yes, that does appear to be the case. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about it at this point. No, but let's keep it in mind, in case we run into her again.
mean, it's not like Gunnar actually did anything to him. Assassins finished. Really? Already? Oh. Alright, well. Empty. Some poison. Some rations. Those are empty. Poison. Grease and tar. A blatter. Tar and cloth. Okay. I feel a little guilty for how I handled that. A little. Oh, that's stealing. Walking down the boardwalk, you are stopped in your tracks by an apparition. Sitting quietly at the dock, the unmistakable contours of the ship that brought the raiders to Scairn. Mafia follows your gaze. Are those the Bikusaner who attacked our home? The gods have given us another chance to make those bastards pay. Killing these people will not undo the harm they did to our clan. Without a moment's pause, Gunnar overtakes you and walks directly up to the nearest raider, beard parted by a shit-eating grin. Grimmar, what an unbelievable coincidence to run into you again here. Ha ha ha! All color immediately drains from Grimmar's face. How the fuck? I thought you were dead! It takes more than that to kill an Ulfadin, old friend. He slaps Grimmar on the shoulder, nearly sending the man sideways into the drink. You could have taken better care of the ship. She looks ready to sink. The other man appears to regain his wits. You asshole, you led us to our deaths, Gunnar. We're all that's left. Everyone else is dead, and you saunter up here like you're still in charge? Well, you can forget that. I'm in charge now. We're patching up the ship and going home. Gunnar stares straight into Grimmar's eyes for a long moment. Then, without any further warning, he socks his old friend square on the jaw. Oh, down he goes. Well, I had a feeling that would lead to combat, so, not sure if he's dead. I guess he is dead. Well, maybe he's just unconscious. It's hard to say. My peaceful followers have gained morale, and my aggressive followers have lost morale. Well, that is a little bit, disappointing. Alright, so we've got a healer. We've got a warrior. We've got a hunter, a berserker, and an archer. Let's go ahead and demoralize them. Excellent. Oh, you're just stuck. Can't hit him. Alrighty. You've got cover, you've got cover. You do not. You're not going to do a whole lot of damage to you, though. Ow, deflected. Hi there! Dang it! Dang it! I will stand ready. Alright, aimed shot. You're the only one I can hit. Activated stun. Ah, activated death blow. Ah. You didn't actually go down, Gunner. Don't worry about it. Oh!
It's not over yet.
Okay. I take that back. I take that back. Let's see. I guess we'll just, run in here. Give you a good beating. I really need to get, the ability that brings people back up. Aim shot. There we go. How many hit points do you have? 12. Now, you can chuck a rock, but that's not going to kill you. Very unfortunate. You can go down. Thank you. You can go down. Thank you. Let's go ahead and demoralize again. Oh, he resisted demoralize. Exposed. Ow. This is gonna hurt. I might go down. Yeah, I went down. Ah, 2 arrows in my neck. I was hoping to kill that guy with an arrow, too. Let's see. 85% chance. What about quick shot? 55.
Give up while you can still say I yield.
Oh, wow. Oh, if only I had my my rock. I need more people with rocks. Definitely need more people with rocks. Dang it. I'm not going to have enough to kill. Well, I definitely didn't do this one as well as the last one. Alright, well, it's not like you can attack me, so... There you go. Now you're dead. And you can go down. Oh! How am I gonna get that corpse? Don't fall off there, people. I have a light fracture. Well, that is unfortunate. You have met a new faction, Northmen. Your reputation with the Northmen has increased by 10. Interesting. Kettle surveys the carnage. That did make me feel better. And now we have a ship.
That battered old thing isn't going to take us across the sea. Besides, we couldn't even muster the crew for a ship that large.
Well, it must be worth something. Let's see if we can find a buyer. We can at least chop it up for firewood. Alright, chop it up for the wood. Let's see if we can find a buyer.
Somebody at the market, perhaps?
Yep. Ask around the market to see if anybody will buy the raider's ship. Okay, well, I guess I can still get to that corpse. Empty, unfortunate. Empty. Ooh, valuables, valuables, and cork. Some wood. Empty. Empty. Cloth. Tar. Ooh, more valuables and some string. Some more valuables. Archers are definitely among the most powerful characters in this game. Pull. Hide some valuables.
So the other day, down at the docks... You already told me this one already. Okay, then how about the time I... That one too. Are you sure? Yes! Ah, good times. Got some tar and some iron. I'll take that. Why do you guys have poison just sitting in a barrel like that? I'll take all of that. Oh, wait, what were you guys saying? Addis Ivar's daughter? Okay, guess I'll come back and talk to you later. Don't mind me. Tar. That is empty. Ooh, medicine. Grease. Well, I'm glad you guys aren't getting hit by those arrows. That would be kinda bad. Oh, that sounds... Frosty. Smell that? A chill wind and salt in the air. It's a good day. Well, if you say so. Recolfer Halfsteinson. We'll talk to you in a moment. Let's check out that barrel. Skokie. Unadulterated condescension radiates from dark eyes under bushy eyebrows. It's rare to see such arrogance on the face of such a blatantly unrefined man.
I know you. The Thane of Skjern, right? Saw you fight some ill-equipped farm boys at your father's funeral. I hope to see how you fare against a real warrior once.
And your school's berserker.
That's right. Skokie's the name. Heard you're in town looking for a crew. Afraid I already hired everyone who's worth their salt.
Hired killers ambushed me near the blacksmith, carrying a payment of jewelry from your counterpart, Rodgerda. Know anything about that?
He entirely fails to hide his smirk, or perhaps he's not even trying. That doesn't sound like Gerda at all. If that she-badger wanted you dead, we wouldn't be having this conversation in the first place. It certainly sounds like you should be watching your back, though, doesn't it?
What are you doing here?
Just preparing my ship for a little excursion across the sea. Got some mates in Okniar waiting for me to visit.
I'll be crossing the sea soon as well. Perhaps we'll meet again on other coasts. Better stay clear of my expedition, Skokie. What a coincidence. I'm heading in the same direction. Doubt the natives will be happy to see my ship on their beach, though. We'll be nice about this.
Not if you've any luck, Thane of Skjern.
Take the those valuables. I'm assuming that those are yours. Tar and honey. Poison. That's Durin Grimarson. That's Skokie. Hedinvi Mjodvitten's daughter. Nope. Linhilder Nafstein daughter. Well, didn't search these. Some valuables. Alright, well, can't do anything about Skokie right now, at least, but we can talk to Recolfer here. Hello. A sorry-looking man sits on the boardwalk, a small selection of equipment spread out on a wool blanket in front of him. He looks up at you with dark-rimmed eyes.
Hail, Honorable Thane. Are you in need of weapons or armor, perchance?
Why are you selling your equipment?
I am no warrior. These things belong to my beautiful wife, Vigunder.
He sinks, struggling to get his next words unstuck from his throat.
She fell in Frisia, defending a group of traders. Without her, there's nothing left of me here. I'm going back east to my ancestral village, but I need to buy a place on a ship.
Tell me about Vigunder.
The widower exhales deeply. She was the most beautiful woman in the world. Her hair was gold, and it flowed around her shoulders like a waterfall. When she smiled, everything else seemed colorless by comparison. When she laughed, there was no other sound in the world. She chose the life of a shield maiden before we met. I wanted nothing more than to settle down with her, but she was too full of life for such a modest existence. I will never love another woman. I will never be able to.
Out of the corner of your eye, you actually catch Nafia wiping her eyes with a sleeve. How much do you need for the journey? He casts his eyes down to the damp boardwalk.
It seems the going rate is about 50 ortuk of silver. Less if I could work for my upkeep, but I know nothing of ships. If I can sell all of Vigunder's equipment, that should cover it, with silver to spare in the end.
I kind of want to see what the equipment is. I'm a little bit afraid that if I, say no thank you, I won't be able to talk to him again. Well, I don't need Vigunder's equipment, but I will pay for your journey. His cheeks turn red, and once again he casts his eyes down.
I can't possibly accept that. I could never repay you for such a gift.
Give him 500 valuables. You can tell your friends the Thane of Scarin brought you home. My greedy followers have lost morale. Nothing about my honorable followers, though. Oh. Tears almost well up in his eyes, but he manages to fight them back.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. At last I can afford the journey home.
Colfer gets up, rubs his legs briefly, then rolls up the wool cloth and slowly makes his way across the boardwalk towards the nearest ship. Ah, but I do miss out on getting the stuff. Alright, let's see. Can I load back up from, That's probably about time to end the episode anyway. This was a little bit ago. I think this might be after the battle. Let's see. It's fine. I do want to buy the stuff. Or get the stuff, at least, because in the preview, there was a sling that was available that we couldn't actually use. And I would definitely like to get that. It might be really good. Although I do have a really good sling already. Okay, yeah, so that was after the battle. So what I'm going to do is, we'll go ahead and I'll redo all this off camera, and when I return, I will actually go ahead and purchase the guy's stuff. See you guys next time.